Brian is. And so, Brian, how do you remember all those details? How do you just stay ahead of it? You and Judy are the same freak of nature in a different body. You guys remember all the little details. Don't you guys hate those guys? Really? I mean, they remember all the little details and they're slightly ahead of the game. Just a
I,
little bit. Just a
I,
little bit.
it's all Judy. I just follow off her. I just cheat off of her notepad.
Is that true, Judy? Is he lying?
Yeah, we don't know what we're doing.
You guys are freaks of nature. I mean, you totally are. I mean, if you guys ever have a doubt that there's a God, right? There is, for real. And the way I know that is because all the things that I can't get done, they sent me Brian and Judy, and Dean's a total freak of nature like me and can see through.
Oh, thank God you threw my name and I was getting a little worried.
And we're all psychic, and we all, we put up with each other. And I don't know if we put up with each other because we dislike everybody else, or if we feel like we're just stuck together. Okay, here you guys are, deal with it, But it's like all you guys have different talents, and you're really amazing in everything you do. And so everybody thinks I'm amazing. Oh, Gary, you're amazing. I don't hear a lot of things. I never hear I did a good job, but I hear I'm amazing. That's normal. You're amazing. Okay, yeah, got it, heard it. And I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I appreciate being amazing. But Dean is really truly amazing. Judy's truly amazing. Brian's truly amazing. All of our crew. Adriana is a total freak of nature, anticipates all of our craziness, tries to stay together with all of whatever, curveball we throw her, with all the website stuff and things like that. And so Tenoch is fantastic. Where is he? Where's Tenoch? Adriana, where are you? Where are you? You there? We need some pretty on the show.
I'm just not here.
Yeah, Tenoch and Michelle are probably both serving ice cream in different cities tonight.
Mm-hmm. Michelle's drunk. Michelle went and got drunk. If you guys wonder where she's at, she's drunk. And Tenoch is drunk. I'm not sure. They may be drunk together. I'm not sure. And so every time they're not on the show because they're playing hooky, right? I'm just going to say they're drunk somewhere. Anyway, you guys ever use that for an excuse? You ever go into work the next day and after you laid out for a day and you go, and the boss says, well, where were you? And you tell them, I was drunk, right?
I'm going to try that one.
Try it and see.
You won't even care. But you're
funny. You're funny when you're drunk. The last time I was with Dean and he got drunk, I was in Los Angeles, when we were over in LA the other week. And we went to Nils's birthday party. And so Nils had this amazing birthday party, and Nils works with it. He's the guy that answers the phone if you guys call in, book a reading with me. And Nils is my babysitter for 20 some years. Nils is, you guys don't really even know this, but Nils is like a rock star. I mean, if you guys, like I got to send you guys some.
Well, he plays with Slash, and he plays with Smashing Pumpkins. I mean, he plays with a lot of huge
all these
musicians. Yeah,
and he plays up and down the strip on Sunset, right in Hollywood. Yeah. For the last forever, because that's the first place I met him in the Viper Room, which in that day was Johnny Depp's nightclub, right? And so we're in there, and Dean and I had this, we didn't really want him, but we didn't know what the hell else to do with him, roommate, because he was our friend. His name was Vasil, and he was Bulgarian, and he was actually sort of married to Miss Bulgaria. For real, Miss Bulgaria, right? And so and anyway, well, so she I'm telling you, he's drunk on the air, which is kind of funny. She ran out of money, and she said, "You are my pretty boyfriend, but you have to get out because I have to marry money." Remember, Dean?
Yeah, I remember.
and so she threw Vasil out, right? And so we have all these funny stories, but they're true. And so anyway, so Vasil and Sonia played in a famous band, and they toured all over Europe and things. And so, but they were, anyway, so, but Vasil was our buddy, and he came over and he was like crying on our sofa for 2 weeks because he's like, I'm a drummer. I have no idea how to make any money. I don't know what to do. and Sonia is throwing me out of her castle. She had a big giant mansion on top of the hill, the Hollywood Hills, right? And so he's like freaking out, but he's there every day, like every ding dong early in the morning. There's Vasile, wing, 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 so he's crying. Dean and I are like, oh my God, this guy's driving us crazy. And so finally, I'm like, hey, move in. We had a bunch of extra bedrooms. We had this house. It was sort of like a compound, and we used it for parties in Beverly Hills. And I said, so just find a bedroom and check in, and that's your room. And everything's good. You don't have to think or worry, and we'll figure out how you can make a living in a minute. And I did. I actually did. And so this is when I realized I could get somebody the vibration of success. So here's a Vasile. He was basically a 16-year-old drummer in a 25-year-old's body, right? And he was married to Miss Bulgaria, and she threw him out because she had to make some money. And so she married a famous ball player and baseball player, and they had a baby. And life is good for her now, and life has always been good for her because she's smarter than Vasile. But anyway, but Vasile, I taught him how to make money, and I taught him how to manifest success. And true story, within about 3 years, he saved $1 million. For real, saved $1 million, right? And I taught him for years and years and years. I was in the piano business, and so I taught him how to do that. And remember, Dean, the first time we did that, we like hooked him up. We were like, okay, come on now, you can do this.
Well, just so y'all know, Gary used to have the biggest wholesale piano company in the United States. Gary and his business partner in Florida. That's where Gary learned pianos. He had literally a building the size of a football field full of pianos. And so that's where he learned piano. So he decided he was going to teach Vasile, since he's a musician and he plays piano, how to sell pianos. I mean, it's a perfect fit. And so you decided, Vasile, let's buy a piano, stick it in my living room, and put an ad in the paper. That's before the internet was big, everybody, just so you know. And so
this was in the year, this was in the year
1999, 2000.
99, 2000, somewhere there. Right. And so we taught him how to sell pianos, but he couldn't sell anything. And so anyway, he had a lady that came over to see the piano for the first time, and she was like going, oh my God, I just wish I could put it in the trunk of my car and take it home. And so I was listening at the door like this, right? And of course I couldn't go out there looking like my crazy self. And so that freaked the lady out, so I took Dean and I shoved him out there. I said, tell her you'll deliver it somehow, right? And so Dean goes out and he goes, hey, I got a buddy that's delivers pianos. And do you want this one? The lady said, yes, right? And so anyway, the lady, everything's good, gave him the address, everything worked out, a little deposit, your PO, okay. And Vasile sold his first piano with his first customer. And I'm like, he goes, what happened? What happened? And remember, Dean, you told him you sold a piano.
It was the funniest thing. He goes, I didn't know you had a friend that delivers pianos. I don't. I said, I don't. We better get the yellow pages out and start finding a piano delivery guy. I said, we don't have a piano delivery guy. I said, but you had to sell the piano because Gary don't want you living at his house forever. So you need to make money and move. And that was it.
Which by the way, he lived at my house forever. He never moved. I moved before he did. All right. And so anyway, but he was like, he just, we were hung with him, but however, he's a lifelong friend. He did really well. Within 2 years, he saved $1 million selling. He actually saved $1 million selling pianos. He has a beautiful house in Hollywood Hills, and they shoot porn movies there now. Did I go there? I went there. Anyway, and so, but he just made his way. He always figured out how to do something, right? And so anyway, so there's our story. And how did that even become applicable?
I don't know. I'm waiting for you to turn it back into a spiritual message.
Oh, so the spiritual awareness was they were playing at the Viper Room, which was Johnny Depp's nightclub, and right in Hollywood on Sunset, so you might remember that's the club that who was the guy that I knew that I
River
told
Phoenix.
Yeah. So River Phoenix, remember the movie star and
He didn't listen to you.
well, no. And I told him, I said, I get a vision. You got to look at me. You're going to die. You're going to die. You're going to die real soon. And you gotta not do what you're doing or you're going to die. Anyway, he died. And and I was with him, hanging out one night and then he didn't listen, but I actually told him that. And then I actually said that on the air, it ended up being a good prediction for me, but sad for him because he died. And his brother's Joaquin Phoenix, who's of course now doing a lot of things. And but where was I going? Oh, Nils. I met Nils at the Viper Room. Yes. So anyway, so you see how, guys, everything interacts. It's like, and everything interacts. That's what happens. We all are connected in oneness if you want to be. And in some strange way, which makes no sense whatsoever. But when I met Nils for the first time in the Viper Room and he was playing a show with my whiny now roommate forever that wouldn't leave, right? And so Vasil and Sonia, who was Miss Bulgaria. So they're playing this show, and Nils comes off stage and meets me for the first time. And I told him, I said, "You're going to work for me someday." Right? Well, anyway, 2 years later, he lost his job at AT&T or something. And anyway, he shows up at my door because Vasil said I was hiring people. And he ended up working with me for the last 22 years, maybe something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. Probably 22 years now.
He's a super singer. Oh my God. Amazing. I mean, he is like this great rock star person. And he's my babysitter every day. So when you guys call in and you talk to the most humble person in the world, which is Nils, he's actually a super musician. And so it's kind of crazy. Our world is crazy, isn't it, Dean? It don't make any sense. I was trying to make sense of everything today. And I was like, shut up. And it made me become aware that you guys must sit and try to think and make sense of your world. Do you do that? Shake your head if you do. You try to make sense of your world. You do. I see people, shaking your head. Okay. And you wonder, and so I see Daryl going, no, I don't try to make sense of it anymore. And so Judy's like, oh, hell no. Right. When you get to where you just don't even try to make sense of anything anymore, that means you got it. That means, aha. That means you've had some aha moments and you go, I get it now. I get it. I don't have to make sense of it. I just have to live it and allow. And allow my life to unfold in front of me, and then I will deal with this too. And you just do. You allow yourself to win. You allow yourself to hook up to angels, God energy. The dimensions are getting bigger, brighter, better. Oh my gosh! The spiritual gifts that are coming down are freakishly amazing, and so I can't wait to do this spiritual retreat coming up. This spiritual retreat coming up May 4th. If you guys are not in the virtual retreat, if you are not coming in person, get in it, because this is going to be monumentally amazing. This is going to be crazy. This is going to be a retreat where you go, oh my God, I learned this one thing. Now I got it. Now I got it. And so you have to really stay on board spiritually for the next little while here on the planet Earth. If you look at the planet Earth, you'll feel the same way as if you look at yourself. You'll go, what is happening with our planet, with our world, with our governments, with our, what the heaven and hell and everything in between. And so it's very weird these days. And we're going somewhere. And if you are on the upside of the trade, you're going somewhere very bright, which is your heaven on earth. And if you're not on that upside of the trade, you're going to what's your hell on earth. And you don't want to be involved in that hell on earth thing. And there's dimensions that suck you in. And then the next thing you know, you're like, and you have friends and family that are addicts. You have friends and family that are negative thinkers. You have friends and family that are control freaks, literally from hell, because that's where it always takes them. And so you guys, if you're a control freak, you got to chill out a little bit, and you got to allow. And the more you allow, the more you're going to find that things work out really kind of good. And you're going, wow, I did less and got more. That's a good trade-off. If you can do less worry, less crazy, insane overthinking. How many people overthink? Raise your hand. Come on, do it right now. I can see you. Okay. Oh yeah. A bunch of you. Okay. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, I do it out loud right now. I will shut the hell up. I will or you can use any cuss word you want right there, but you want to really tell yourself to shut up. Tell your head to shut up. That's a demon trick to overthink everything. And that's because you're wanting to be in such control that you don't mess up nothing. Because who wants to mess up stuff? Or you can meditate, go high and say, God, I'm a total idiot. I don't know what I'm, but thank you for being here in my corner. Can you allow me to win right now? Because I am tired. How many of you guys are tired? How many of you guys are tired? A little tired. All right. I'm tired. Right. And so because it's a lot of work, it's an awful lot of work being spiritual. It really is. And it's supposed to be, because anything worth having is worth really working for, that old saying. And so it's really important to be okay with working. You can't, and a lot of times people are, I read people sometimes and they're going through all the things. They're empathing everybody. They're freaking out because they can feel the negativity with their crazy boss. They're freaking out because they can feel the negativity from their crazy spouse or kids or family or whatever, right? And because they can feel these things. If they just meditated a little more and allowed a little more, and they're trying to control all these insane folks. And so you cannot control all these insane folks. It's impossible. It really is. And so you just have to allow. And if you allow, you'll find you'll kick through and you'll go, oh my God, that was easy. That was easy. That was so simple. So, and you can even pat yourself on the back and say, hey, I was real smart right there. Sometimes you're smart for doing nothing. Sometimes you're smart for allowing. And so if you just allow, you'll find you'll end up in the space you're really supposed to be in. And so I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. The one thing that's important, I read this earlier when I was first, going on and I'm like, God, give me something to talk about. Right. Because I never plan anything. And so I'm just like, God, what do you want me to tell people? And God told me to tell you guys that you have to be in the energy of appreciation on a scale of 1 to 10, at least a 6. Right. And so if you can allow yourself, whatever it is you got to do to yourself to get to where you can appreciate on a scale of 1 to 10, at least a 6. And I'm quoting God. Okay. And I asked him this question right before I started talking to you guys today, before the show. And he said, appreciate on a scale of 1 to 10, a 6, and you're in the club. All right. And so, all right. Well, if that's all we got to do, I'm going to appreciate everybody that I don't like. I'm going to appreciate everybody, and I'm going to appreciate everything, whatever it may be, even negative energies, even negative things, even negative outcomes, even whatever it is, I'm going to appreciate it. And so if you guys can appreciate on a scale of 1 to 10, a 6 or more, right? Now, if you go or more, I'm going to appreciate, maybe I'll appreciate a 7. Woo, right? If you appreciate a 7, then it happens faster. Or an 8, it happens even faster. A 9, really fast. Or 10 is pretty much instant. Okay. So those last 4 little digits there really matter on the scale of appreciation. So appreciate. It's really important. It's a heavenly process. and it's a heavenly outcome. So you end up in your heaven if you just simply appreciate your world, your life, your idiots. It's really hard to appreciate an idiot. I'm telling you, really, it's really a little rough. And so, I think that God's like, okay, let's see if he's really who we think he is. And I'm going to deal him a few idiots. And so I find myself in that space. And then I catch myself being the idiot. And I realize I'm the idiot, right? And so when you catch yourself being the idiot, appreciate yourself. But you caught yourself being the idiot, so you realize you are what? Wrong. Anytime you realize you're wrong, embrace it and say, thank God I realized I'm wrong, because then you're right. Then you're instantly right. The minute you realize you're wrong, you hear me say this a lot, the minute that you realize you're wrong, you're right. So enjoy that. Enjoy that moment of going, I get it. Thank you, God. And then appreciate God and appreciate yourself for getting it. And then you'll find you'll go to this really high zone where you'll get really lucky really fast. Okay, that sounds good. I feel good about that. I feel really, really good about that. As I'm looking around, I see you guys, and I see you guys really, really bright in your head. I'm clearing a bunch of dark energies off of you. Most of you have, and so if I can look, Lisa Diaz, you can see spiritually. I know that. Okay. And so I'm going to pick on you. All right. Can I talk to Lisa Diaz real quick?
Yep. All right, Lisa, unmute yourself.
And
Hi.
so, hey, now you did a lot of work to get to where you could see spiritually.
Yeah.
And it was really frustrating because you have two boys that are rock stars, and one of them, both of them could see spiritually.
Yep.
And so they could see spiritually. How old were they when you started all this with working with me, coming to things and seeing things? And, you're in San Francisco, the Bay Area.
Yeah. And my youngest, I started with him when he was in kindergarten, and then just used him as soon as the other one started seeing stuff, because when they're 6 years apart. So when my youngest was born, he wanted to do what brother did. So I just encouraged it from the second he wanted. So as soon as I found you, like, I was sharing everything, telling them stuff, showing you, and they all know you. And they see, oh, you're talking to Gary, Mom. Okay. Like, they love it.
Oh, well, they're very special kids, and they can see spiritually. So now you learned from your kids.
Yes.
Because they could see so clear. And of course, that's frustrating for adults because we can't see sometimes as clear as kids can. And so you but you learned from your kids how to see, and then you got to where you could see spiritually.
Yeah.
And
so it really kicked off when we went to your retreat. That's what really opens, like, my oldest one. That's when he really saw more.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I remember him at the retreat, and he could see. I can always tell when everybody can see everything I can see, and he was just following right along, like, no problem. Buddy, I can see better than you. It's like, I could tell. A lot of times these kids are really freaks, right? And so that was very enjoyable for me. So thank you for the years of that. And so, and when I want you to see this. I can show you what's messing with everybody on the planet right now. There's almost like a demon du jour. I'm telling you, every week, guys, there's some other thing. You remember the worm things that we had, the jagged sword that we were, that thing was about to eat the planet. Oh my God, it was killing people. Everybody's dying. They're not just getting sick, they're dying. I've never seen so many suicides, teen suicides up twice. Oh my God. Right. And so what you got to realize is we are able to beat all the dark energies that are attacking the planet, our planet Earth. We're able to get rid of those dark energies with our spiritual gifts. And so your kids are treasures. And so a lot of you guys that have children or have nephews or nieces or kids in your world, these little guys are treasures. And so if you realize that they're really able to see, feel things. Most attention deficit disorder children are incredibly spiritually gifted. Were your kids diagnosed as that by any chance? I'm just asking the question because I know your kids are brilliant.
I wouldn't let the doctors try to label them or anything, but the school would always tell me, they would call me and be like, he doesn't be quiet. We can't keep his attention. And then I didn't know what to say, so I just told them that they had Tourette's or something, that they would leave them alone instead of
So
trying
you
to
just made up stuff. Oh, there we go. He's got a diagnosis. Now he's good.
Yeah.
Now he's good. He's got a disorder. All right. We're
Mhm.
we're good now. Give him some pills. But it's really crazy what kids have to go through from adults, especially, you know, the adults that are empowered to, you know, tell them what they are, what spectrum they're on, or this or that. I've never seen such a crazy bunch of stuff. And you know, I used to get angry. I would get so mad at this because I would work with I would work with different kids that were diagnosed with all these disorders. I had this one kid that was diagnosed with autism, and his father was a brain surgeon, and he was a neurosurgeon. And I worked with this kid, and I got him to go from an IQ of 64 to an IQ of 130 plus.
Wow.
Okay. And so he went from being an imbecile to a genius. He was a toe walker. He ate the walls. He did crazy. You know, he was a mess. He was totally what you would call an autistic child. He was nonverbal. And I worked with this kid, and his parents were smart enough to get it and work with this kid. And this kid went from being that to a genius. And so I'm like, and then I really got pissed. I got pissed off with medical science. And I really shouldn't, because medical science is amazing. I mean, they really do some amazing things. And so that's really stupid of me. But during that era, because I could take something and fix it, you know, I could take these little guys and fix them. And I'm like, what's wrong with you guys? Right. And so I talked to I went all the way up to the biggest foundation that works with autistic kids in New York City. It's a what I think is a $7 or $8 billion. In that era, it was a $7 or $8 billion they had as a fund to work with autistic children, and they had an autistic girl, and I couldn't get them to get it. And I'm like, oh, they can't solve it. I can solve it like that. And yet they're not going to get it because it was not stereotypical what they think the way it should be. You know, and so these were really frustrating times. But anyway, thank God your kids are these amazing kids. They can see stuff. You can see stuff. I want you to look at this. I'm going to give you the gift of this. I'm asking God to give you the gift of a special sword. Okay. And so you want to say, God, you say that. Say, God, give me the gift of a special sword.
God, please give me the gift of a special sword. Okay.
Reach up and grab it. Okay. Now this sword turned into about a half a dozen swords. Okay. Yeah. And so now you got it. You can see it. See, I'm going to move it from side to side. Now go all the way out in space, and you'll see a blob, and you're inside the blob. See that?
Yep.
Okay. Now the blob, if you look, these things, it looks almost like crabs, like crustacean things. Now clear that blob. Okay. And so there we go. There we are. And you see stuff flying all over the place. See it? There we are. Now you cleared it. Now you totally cleared it. Now you cleared 2 more while you were at it. That was interesting. There we go. So you've learned to clear the demon and say how many more. And if you see more, you clear. Now you got dizzy, really dizzy in your head. Now you're starting to feel really warm. Now your lower back, your lower back feels really, really good. And your neck feels good. You're noticing that the pains that you feel in your physical body are not hurting now. It's kind of a strange feeling. Notice that all your pain went away in your body.
Yes.
It's crazy, right?
Yes.
Now you notice you can breathe. Take a deep breath. You can breathe. There we are. Now you notice that all of a sudden your ear and your sinuses feel better because you had a little inner ear and your little sinus thing going. And so, okay, right? And so there we go. And so now you notice that feels better. And now I see your thyroid going really bright. You had a thyroid that was doing something weird. And so I see it going really, really bright, and your throat got real warm. Feel that?
Yes.
And there we go. Okay. Now, if you guys wonder, I'm not working with her spiritual. I'm not working with anything with her body, with her physical body. And so now even your throat's getting a different color. Your throat is starting to turn red. Your throat is starting to turn red because the dark energy is coming out of your throat, and you're feeling pretty warm, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So these particular entities that she got the spiritual gift to clear, these are flying off of her body and flying out of her world. Now, if you look at your oldest or youngest, oh God, which one? Oldest, youngest. I'm seeing, okay. If you look at him, he's going through a little something. And so look above him and you'll see these things real close into him. See him? Now, there you are. You cleared it all. You cleared every bit of it that quick. Okay. Now look how warm your arms got. And now if you look at him, he's glowing and he's got beams coming out of it. See?
Yeah, his armor came back. Yep.
Yeah, everything. See, all these spiritual gifts are coming back to him. That's good. You can see that. And so that's what it's like to spiritually see. For you guys who cannot spiritually see, you will be able to do it. All you got to do is just keep working on it and asking for gifts, clearing your energy, and that's what it's like. And so just ask for the sword. Ask God for the sword. Say, God, give me this special sword, and you'll get the special sword. Grab the special sword. It actually turns into multiple swords, and then you just clear around your head all the way up in the stars. And this clears all the way between you and Zion heaven. And so there we go. Now look how warm you feel now. Feel that?
I feel amazing.
Yeah, and your eyes are bright. They're really bright. Really bright. There we go. Good. And you just cleared your husband. I saw that.
Yeah.
You did, right? There we go.
He gets cleared automatic. I tell him it's so unfair. You get cleared when I clear myself. So he almost doesn't have
that's how you do it. Yeah, no, it's all you do it. I saw your husband go real bright. And so, and that's what you guys want to do. You want to clear yourself, and you want to clear your husband or your idiot or your husband or your husband's amazing. I know him. And so, but there we go. And so, but you guys you're going to feel really, really good, but that's what it's like. That's what it's like. And so, and you guys can do everything that she just did. And you learned a lot from me, but you learned a lot from your own angels, and you learned a lot from God, and you learned a lot from your kids. Mm-hmm. How are we? 7, 8, 9, 10? I don't know. How old were they?
4, since they were 4.
Oh, since they were 4. I don't know. Okay. I know they were little kids and they were able to see. And so, well, there we go. Anyway, I love you. I just want to say I love you. That's all.
Thank you. I love you too.
All right. See you soon.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thanks.
Oh, you know what? I got to give this, Lisa, I'm going to give you a free virtual retreat. Okay.
Oh, should I be unmuting her again? Oh,
yeah.
Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Yeah. We're back.
I want to make sure you have I'm going to give you a free virtual retreat because there's so much to learn from this retreat. Okay.
Thank you.
Just call the office. Okay. All right. Thanks, honey. Thank you.
All right. I'll let Nils know, because if you call the 800 number, you will get Nils. And so, or if you have my number, you could just text me directly.
Yeah, and have Neil sing you a song. Have Neil sing you a song or something. Yeah. Oh, Michelle's too busy. Michelle's drunk.
Michelle's helping her sister at Dairy Queen tonight. That's where she's really at.
She's drunk. She's drunk. Anyway, it's all good. She can be drunk.
Anyway, thank you, Lisa.
Cool. Anyway, so that was really cool. I don't know if you guys got as much out of that as I did, but I got a lot out of working with her on that. I thought that was really, really, really neat. And I'm just seeing all this light. Christine Klein, what did you see there? What did you see? Because you can see spiritually really well. I'm picking on you people who I know see spiritually really well.
Hi, Gary.
Hey, darling. What did you see?
I could see like everything and just the clearing and getting rid of like the darkness in that blob, like coming off of her, like the crabs or whatever. It looked like little mussels or something in the sea.
It was strange, right? It looked like sea creatures.
But all of a sudden I got super hot.
Yeah. Well, there's always something, and you can't think, well, that's too weird to be true. It's usually too weird to be true. Whatever it may be. You may have a demon. It's an octopus looking thing with a demon face. I mean, it could be all kinds of things, right? Mm-hmm. And so it could have an alien look. I mean, there's all kinds of dark energies and all these other dimensions that affect us in a negative way. Well, we don't want anything to affect us at all in a negative way. This is our heaven. Don't mess with our heaven. If you mess with our heaven, we have the spiritual gifts to annihilate you from our heaven. And that's what you guys got to realize, and you got to use your spiritual gifts. When I look at you, I see a little dark energy fly off of your head. It just went away right then. It was really.
Thank you. Yeah, I had like a headache here, like all day, and it's so crazy because like I feel like super good, and I'm addicted to like home goods. So I buy all this shiny diamondy stuff in the house, and I
Mhm.
just love it. And then all of a sudden everybody around me is like crapping on me and stuff. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, well,
And
I can tell you, well, there's a big energy on the planet that's a bully energy. There's
oh,
a
that
bully
makes
energy. And I work with this bully energy. I think last week I was talking about it, and this bully energy is aggressive, and it's right next to a dimension that is the dimension of death.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the bully energy, when you find this around your world, figure it out, get it out of your world, be aggressive to not allow that to be in your world. Because it's right next to the dimension of death. The dimension of death, you'll see skulls, you'll see skeletons, you'll see stuff like that. When I died 5 times with my COVID thing, I was freaking out because I would see these black skulls falling on the bed and bouncing off onto the floor. And I would hear God's voice saying, "Stay out of there."
Mhm.
And so it's a dimension. But right next to this dimension of death is a dimension of bully. So if you've got any bullying, and I've never seen bully is great. The energy of bully is big. We dealt with that and talked about that all last week and trying to figure it out. And I did actually figure out a lot. And what I figured out was this dimension of bully is right next to the dimension of death. So you got all these crazy things that are affecting people's lives and keeping you from your heaven.
Oh,
And so you have to realize if something's keeping you from your heaven, then other than yourself thinking crazy, right? And it's normal to think crazy. We all do. But what happens is these dimensions are really, really aggressive. And you have to realize it. You have to learn to clear it. And so,
Mhm.
but I just peel that dark energy off of your head. And
Yeah,
so
I've
now,
been telling people off if they say something and it bothers me, I just tell them like it is because it's like stop it. It's enough.
you're not able to tolerate it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Good.
yeah.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
I was
You go,
gonna say
hey,
Claire Tanner because he's contemplating divorce and she's really having a hard time with it. And
yeah, of
I
course
don't
she
know.
is.
I
Yeah,
can't write a book on it.
yeah, most drama queens do have a hard time with things that they create and manifest for themselves.
Okay. I think it's
Yeah.
something he should do.
Well, if I ask the question, is he in love with her? I hear hell no.
I
Okay.
know.
And
There's
does
no-
he like her? I hear the same thing. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is your son we're talking about.
Yeah.
And I go, does he feel guilty? Yes, because he's such a sweetheart, nice person.
Yeah.
He's not guilty. He's just got to kind of, not kind of, he just needs to move on.
Okay.
Sometimes you just got to move on. It's what it is. I
Mhm.
don't see that she treats him nice. I don't see that she loves him.
Right.
She is basically her mother.
Yeah.
And so I see all these different things where this is not his heaven. And he's
Yes.
very worthy and very deserving of his heaven. He's a good guy. He's a policeman. He's whatever.
Yeah.
So I've read you for many years. But he's an amazing person. And so he has to find his heaven. And I think he will really fast. So
Okay.
that's what I
It's the
think.
right thing to do then. Yeah.
Yeah, like yesterday, day before.
Yeah. That's what I
last
feel
year.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel bad. Like I get kind of stuck in the middle and I don't know what to do. And
Do what everybody does. Blame it on me. It's fine. It's all good. Gary said it's a great idea. Do it. Yeah. Move on. Wow. Whatever. Good luck, honey. I love you. Okay.
Okay. Thanks. Love you too.
Thank you. See you soon. See you soon. Yeah, when you can see spiritually, it gets real simple for you guys because you can actually see what happens and you can feel the energy as your outcomes change. And they change instantly and they change very nicely. And you got to go, wow, that was kind of cool. Yeah, I don't feel weird anymore. I don't feel negative anymore. I don't feel worried anymore. And so that's all a good thing. And so let me talk to Judy. Judy, what's up? How are you? How you
Hey,
doing? How you doing? I just hadn't talked to you. I just miss you. I want to talk to you.
I
So
miss you too. I'll see you soon.
yeah, I look forward. You'll be here for the retreat. You'll be carrying on, cranking things out. You and
Yes,
Brian. And so
indeed.
how
I'll have
good was
everything done before you get here, Judy. Don't worry.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so
No,
you
we
can kind of
always-
just relax.
Yeah, we always do. We have everything
On the couch.
perfect, right? And so, yeah. So how have you been? How's your week been? How's everything been going?
Good. The weather's been really good here. I'm headed to Palm Springs tomorrow.
Wow.
We're supposed to, well, it was 80, 86, 89 degrees, whatever, and now it's going to snow 5 or 6 inches today.
In Palm Springs?
No, so it was 89.
Oh, in Minnesota. In Minnesota. That makes more sense to me.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
3 days, Minnesota, record breakers, and then now we're going to get like 4 inches or 5 inches of snow. So I'm going to go to Palm Springs for a week.
Oh, look at you.
You know, it's 121 in Palm Springs right now, right?
Huh?
Just joking. I'm just playing with you. I don't know. I can look up the weather for you if you would like. But anyway, I'm just joking. I know you don't like the heat.
Well, I need a rest for a week to get ready for the retreat.
Yeah, I thought I was being really cool. A few years ago, I was like, Judy, won't you come down and spend like a week on the yacht in Florida, right? And I thought I was all cool and stuff, you know. And so I bring Judy down. She dies. And she's like, I hate heat. You know.
And I think I got seasick.
Yeah. And so
She
she's
Dramamine in the store to help me out.
yeah. I'm like, Judy, you don't look like you're the most happy person in the world. I hate you.
What about the time we took her to the glass blowing company to look at them blow glass? And I thought she was going to die because it was literally, and I'm not joking when I say it's 120 degrees when they're blowing the glass. It's so hot. It's just miserable. I looked at Judy. She was getting red. I said, are you okay? She goes, I'm going to pass out. She goes, I don't do well in heat. I'm like, and I could tolerate heat, but it was hot for me. So
it was bad.
Yeah,
You think my face is red now?
So we torture you. So we actually figure out new and innovative ways to torture Judy, you know.
In the most lovable way.
yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You know, we're just kidding, right? And she's like, I hate you. Where's Brian? Brian's always sweet and nice. Adriana's sweet and nice, you know. That's good.
Yeah, but I'll tell you the truth when it gets hot. Just ask me questions when it's hot, and I'll tell you the truth.
So you're going to Palm Springs. You're going to Palm Springs. Are you going to join Michelle down there for a drunk? What are you doing?
Well, I don't think I've ever gotten drunk. Well, okay.
Yeah, you don't.
I might have a few drinks.
Oh,
Mhm.
all right. Interesting stories.
Usually when that happens,
So-
I end up on the table. So
Oh hell.
Yeah, as long as you don't have paddles, you're good. And so anyway, so you'll come back to the retreat and you're going to tell everybody all your war stories from Palm Springs, right?
yes,
There we
'cause
go.
there will be some.
All right, I love it. There we are. You heard it here. Well, anyway, I love you. I just wanted to talk to you. That's all. Just see how you're doing. And so, who has questions? You guys have psychic questions? I'm a psychic. I don't know if you fit. Anyway, and and I can answer your questions. So if you have questions, I'll be glad to.
We've
We've got a whole list of names.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
we've got a lot of people tonight, and Karen Beckman is. This would be a psychic thing.
All right,
Mhm.
Karen, I know you said you could hear us, so turn your camera on. All right, there you go. Unmute yourself, please.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Really good,
Good.
Karen. How are you?
Good. So you and I chatted yesterday for a little bit looking for that wedding ring of mine in the front yard of my house. And I found a metal detector, but I haven't had much luck. So any other thoughts or visions on where that little pesky ring could be?
Okay, let me look. And so if you notice, I'm moving my hands from side to side, and that's
Mhm.
because I'm to find an object. You guys that are, learning more about how to be more psychic, you have to detach from human being vibrations because they're very strong, and you tap into an inanimate object, and like her wedding ring. And so when I see your wedding ring, what I'm doing now is lighting it up. Notice how your hands got warm, your palms got warm right then. You see? Uh-oh, now I lost your volume. I don't have you now. I'm sorry.
Okay, unmute yourself again.
I'm
There you
sure.
go.
Okay, thank
There
you.
you go.
Sorry. Yes, I could feel the hand warms with.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's because I lit up your wedding ring. Okay.
Yeah.
So I got rid of the attachment of exactly where it is, but I'm just lighting it up where it is. So there's two ways you can find things. you can get a vision of where they are and go find them, or you can light them up and they'll find you. So I just lit up your wedding ring and it connected with your hands. And so that's the reason your hands got warm. So there we are. We did it. That's it. That's how simple it is. That's it. Okay. And
Okay.
so good luck. Go find it.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck. Good luck. And really that's how simple it is, guys. You can really light things up and you'll go find your thing, whatever your thing is.
Remember the ring at the retreat that got lost? And they found it.
Oh,
yeah. They were going through the garbage, digging through the garbage, and they just said, hold up, just, do what Gary said, light it up. And she found it the next morning where you said it was to a sink.
Next to the sink, and there it was. Yeah. And so what happens is, things they'll come back to you. Just got to light them up. Light solves all the issues, whatever they are, no matter how complex, crazy, whatever you guys think. And so when you get more light, then you're fine. And you'll have all these obscure dark energies. What's this, this thing I just worked through with Lisa Diaz a minute ago, where there was these clusters way out in the cosmos of these crustacean looking entities that were, and those things mess up your nerves. They mess up your central nervous system. And so when I cleared that, she had different pains in her body that went away. It's kind of like that. And so when she cleared it, I showed her how, and you guys can learn how to do the same thing. But it's a different thing all the time. I mean, they throw different things, but here's what I figured out. So I'll notice, I'll read one of you guys, and you could be in Europe. One of you guys could be in America. One of you guys could be in Australia, or wherever, or you could be in different states in America. And you'll ask me the same questions, because these same entities will attack the whole planet at one time, and everybody will have these different kind of things that happen. And so if you can figure out the demons of the day, the demons du jour, if you would, the demons of the day, and you learn how to get rid of those demons of the day, you get rid of your blocks of the day. And if you get rid of your blocks of the day, you'll find your life goes great. And you end up creating your heaven on earth, and you get away from this hell on earth thing. And so that's what we're all about. And I'm trying to get to that beat with everybody. And I feel really good about it, because I think with the energy clearing, all you guys, if you're not in the online club, make sure you join the online club. The online Enlightenment Club is pretty cool, because I get to work with you guys, and I am able to get you the spiritual gifts every week, brand new spiritual gifts to get rid of the dark energies of the day, the demons du jour, the demons of the day. And so, and as I do these different meditations every Wednesday, we do this live, and I clear your energy for you every Wednesday. So if you're not in the online club, make sure you join the online club, and you can do it really easy. There you go, energy clearings. And we do a monthly spiritual masterclass to go back over all the spiritual gifts that we got all month long, and plus more. And so, and we're doing a special spiritual masterclass on April 30th. Make sure you guys tune in for that. And all you got to do is join the online club. And most of you guys are probably in it by now. But tell your friends, tell people, tell your family. If you got, many times, if you're feeling dark energies these days, and you clear your energy every day, and you're still feeling a little funky, I keep on making the point: clear your family, clear your friends, clear your enemies as well as your friends. And so when you clear these dark energies off of other people, you'll find it actually stops beating you up. It's pretty wild. And so, and then you'll start to feel better. That's what it amounts to. That's what gets rid of the anxieties. I mean, people have so much anxiety these days, and you can totally get rid of the anxiety, and you feel fantastic. So that's the coolest thing. Perfect. What's going on, Jeannie Rabin? I want to talk to you. What you doing? You're always, you're like up on it. You pay attention. You actually do, And so,
let's see, Jeannie. You got two Jeannies here. All right. I think this is
Jeannie Rabin. Mm-hmm.
Unmute yourself, Jeannie. She's got a video camera on.
Well, there we go. We can sign language. Hello.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's nice.
Okay, are we okay?
Mm.
Can you
I
hear me?
got you.
all right?
Yep.
Mm. And she has these amazing fragrances that are like freakishly amazing. You know,
Aw,
they
thank
do
you.
they do stuff. They do stuff. There.
Yeah. I
Oh
was
my
working on some others today as well this morning, and
yeah.
had my outdoor gardening going. So it was a nice day outside. Sunshine, no rain here in California.
I was gardening yesterday. I was gardening. Yeah, I was gardening. Yeah, I have a crew of people and they're planting stuff. That's me gardening. And so, but we planted all kinds of stuff. I mean, the gardens are really looking good here at my home and retreat center in North Carolina. I mean, it is looking like, you know, the Copacabana or something, I guess.
It always looks amazing there.
Yeah, well, you
Such
can't wait.
beautiful
This
garden.
time, you're gonna freak. You're gonna love it this time. You're gonna love it. And so, you guys are gonna be here, right?
We're coming. Fallon's actually painting as we speak as well.
Okay, can you bring some of your stuff? Can you bring some of
If
your
you'd like me
amazing
to,
stuff?
sure I will.
I would love you
Absolutely.
to. No, I would love you to. I really would
Yeah.
love you to because
Thank you.
I use all these different things all the time and I don't talk about it enough. And so, but it's really amazing if you could bring a batch with you. And so, okay.
You've got it. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, it's all going in the goodie bags too again. So we
Oh,
put
that's
some in
awesome.
there also. So the favorite.
Perfect. That sounds good. Tell
Yeah.
me what's going on. Tell me what's going on in your world. Ask me questions. Do anything.
Oh
It's
my
okay.
goodness. Thank you. Yeah, no, Fallon's had it. I was just typing and it didn't put it in just when you said that, when you asked me in. It's been a rough week
I
here for
felt you.
Fallon.
Okay.
And my husband and I also, we're like, are we empathing each other with the back things? He's
Okay,
had
with the back thing. Let me explain the back thing. Okay.
Mhm.
Remember, I told you these globs of crustacean looking things, you know, that are attacking people. They attack your nerves, usually your spine. Okay.
Yeah.
And your central nervous system, which is your spine or your brain. And so now
Yeah,
I'm
she's had it really bad.
okay. And so let me just clear it because I can do it fast. Okay. But I want you to make sure you get this special sword. God calls it a special sword. Okay. So, and this thing has a multiple use. Okay. So just ask God for the special sword.
God, please give me the special sword.
Okay. And when you got it way out, not only in your hand. There you go. Now you feel totally different. Feel that feeling? I felt you go like really high, feel like really crazy feeling, right? And so now you're as big and bigger than the planet Earth. The Earth looks like a marble to you right now. That's how big you are.
Clear it. Get rid of those.
Yeah. Yeah, there we are. Well, you just did. And if you notice, your face got warm. I'm not doing it. I put my hands down. I'm not doing anything. You did it all. Now your feet are hot and your head got dizzy. Right?
Yeah.
There we go. Now think of your husband. Think of your husband. Look at him.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Now your sinus is open because his did. Yeah, right. And so now you feel much happier because he does. He feels happier.
Oh, thank God.
Right? Now you have to deal with him. Yeah. He's all bright, looking good. And so now then you feel your head go totally bright. Feel all that? I'm not doing that. I swear, I'm not doing it. You're doing it. Okay.
That's amazing. Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing
that sword, guys. This is a very powerful sword. So you want to ask God, dear God, please give me the special sword. This thing has multiple uses, and it's a sword that turns into multiple swords. And so, but it really takes you to a heavenly hierarchy vibe. And so this heavenly hierarchy vibe pulls in all these big layers and layers and layers of angels. And so there we go. And I see that all happening to you. Now I want you to look at Fallon. I'll look at her with you. I'm pulling a dark energy off of her head. Tell her to shut up, quit thinking. Okay. Don't ever, tell her that. Okay. And I just clear and tell her she's good enough. You know, I don't know why artists think they're not good enough. But it's true. What is that? Because artists are bringing down things from creation. They're bringing down things from creation. What is creation? Creation is a heaven. You have creation heaven. Creation heaven is, I see Buddha there. I see a lot of those energies there. And so if you can bring
a couple of other paintings she's been doing, just amazing stuff with it.
She brings down heaven. I mean, she's the total freak of nature. And so in her artwork. And so is she bringing some artwork this time to the retreat?
She is. Yeah, that's what I was saying. She's really been this week. It was tough. She got the backache because she's like, no, she's making these giant sort of painting, sculpture, different things. And she's like, it's going to run me late. I need to be on time, bringing it to Gary's.
Well, she's going to be fine. She's going to be fine. And she can paint in the backyard and the gardens if she wants to when she gets here.
Oh, I'm sure she would love to.
Totally can do anything she wants. And so, but what I see is now I see all these dark energies melting away. Look how good your back feels. Feel that? That's
Oh
her
my goodness.
crazy feeling, right?
Yes.
Okay, now I'm pulling this stuff off of her. And when I did, see, you are empathing her. And so you're empathing her getting healed. And so that's what that is. And so, but now you feel really, really good there. I see a lot of cool stuff going on, and I see a vehicle that makes sense, whatever that means.
Okay.
I don't know.
Good
And
to
so,
bring along. Good.
yeah, I think maybe that's it. Yeah. And so, but I'm just seeing all this light coming in now, and I see beams of light. I see God matrices landing on you guys and leading you. And so it feels really nice and feels really beautiful. There we go. Yeah, I get high hanging out with you.
Oh,
so,
thank you. And can you check my little puppy Ginger too, please? She had another seizure this week. It's her second time she's had it.
Let me look at her. There
Little
we go.
white.
Much better.
Cute
Much
little
better. Again, neurological things. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
These particular entities that are attacking everything is like attacking on a neurological level,
Yeah,
nerve
it's just
level.
been crazy. It's been a whole week of,
Yeah, and if you notice,
not just us, but everybody we talk to.
yeah, yeah, that's what I see, and so everybody's calling in. They got their back, their neck, their thing, their this, their that. The puppy, the puppy's having
I'm using the sprays, but there's like not enough.
You're right. Drink it. I do. No.
Just stand under it.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, this is my favorite one.
Which one is that?
Gary's Heaven.
Oh, yours. I was going to ask you if you need more. Do you need more?
Yes.
Then I'll bring more.
Yeah, give me another jug.
Give you refills? Okay, good.
Yes, perfect. I can't wait to see you at the
Good,
retreat.
good.
I love you. How do people buy your things? How do they see it? Where's your website? What do you?
ReikiLuminary.com.
Reiki Luminary.
Luminary.com.
Okay. All right.
I'll put it in the chat.
Put it in there because nobody can spell luminary. I know I can't. So anyway, there you are. I love you.
I love you too. Thank you. Thank you.
See
And
you
we're
soon.
looking so forward to coming, excited. Everybody's really a buzz about it. So thank you.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Fallon's new artwork. It makes me so high.
She's making some cool things. So yeah.
I can feel it.
Thank
I
you,
can
thank
feel
you.
it. I'll see you soon. See you soon.
Love
Bye.
you.
Jeannie.
Thank you guys. Love you guys.
Love you.
Perfect. Oh, that's really cool. I'm just looking at you guys. You guys are so bright and got so much light going on in you. I'm asking God, what does everybody need? And he's showing me a big ball of white light. And so there's a big ball of white light. If you ask for it right now, this is a big God consciousness orb. Okay. And just imagine this ball of white light coming down to your physical body, run through all the stars and sky. And there we go. Come bringing right down into your physical body. There we go. You'll notice your sinuses are opening. Your chest feels slightly warm. Your throat feels warm. Your legs feel a little tingly. And so, but this is a God orb. And so it looks like a pearly white ball of light. And these things they keep on getting enhanced. And so you go, well, I've got this pearly white ball before, and it really worked. So I already had that. It doesn't work like that. If God gives you another pearly white ball of light, this is the pearly white ball of light today. And so this is for today. And so you have to realize these spiritual gifts can look very similar and seem the same, but they're not. And so, but I see this beautiful ball of pearly white light, pearly white orb go into your body, and you just would say, thank you, God. Thank you, God. This will pull all the dark energies out of you and protect your physical body from all the attacks on a negative spiritual level, demonic or whatever it may be. There we are. Perfect. Now your feet are all buzzy. Feel that? My feet feel real good. My head got dizzy. There we go. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Appreciate it. There we are. And so I appreciate God on a scale of 1 to 10 infinity. Try that number. If you appreciate God on a scale of 1 to 10 infinity, you're going to find your gifts become incredibly powerful. And all you got to do is do that. Well, how dumb is that? Or how simple is that? Or how brilliant is that? It doesn't matter if you're dumb enough to do it or brilliant enough to do it or simple enough to do it, whatever it is. But just appreciate things infinity. If you have a spouse and you love your spouse, sort of, appreciate your sort of love your spouse. Appreciate your spouse infinity, and you're going to find that you love your spouse a lot more. If you have family members that you appreciate a little bit or not at all, appreciate them to infinity, and you'll find you can like them and love them a lot more. And that's a great illustration. That's the way it travels. Infinity goes around your body like that, just like that. That's a brilliant illustration. There's how it goes. Perfect. There we are. Imagine, and even if you take your hand and go around your body just like that, that's a great illustration. That's how you want to see your energy flowing in your body. And when it flows like that, it flows in the same vibration, in the same way that the whole universe flows. And you'll be in tune with the whole universe. There we are. Try that one. That was great. Judy, you're a rock star. Did you find that? That is brilliant.
Adriana created that.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh my God, you're a genius. I was giving Judy the credit. Judy, you're a genius too. Anyway, yeah, but that
God.
was really good. She created that. That was brilliant because that's exactly what I see. I didn't think she was paying attention. She is.
She was. I was texting Adriana and she goes, I created that. So that's how I knew she created it.
That's exactly how it works. That's exactly how it works. You know, well, you know, when Adriana's here, her and Tenoch for retreats, we actually talk a lot. We talk a lot and we figure out a lot of things. I could do this. This will work. And she's like, whoa, and so that's great. Thank you. That was great illustration. That was really, really great. That's perfect. Now that I know you can do that, do more.
I will. I love it. It's fun to create. So yeah.
Oh, it is fun to create. That's your art form. That's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. Let me look at you there. Oh, you're looking good. You're looking really, really good. It seems like you live on the planet Earth. I see crazy people kind of around driving you a little nutty, and I just cleared all this off. And so now then, there, see how calm you got?
Yes. Super
there.
hot.
Super hot. Oh, good. Well, now you owe me a beautiful Mexican dish.
Oh, happy to make that for you. Yes. That's easy.
Oh, I miss that. I miss that. They used to cook for me and do all these things. You guys have been somewhere else. Where'd you go? You went to see your family.
Yeah.
You went to see your family. Here, they told me to zap you with this love crystal. This is a great piece of amethyst. It's just really a nice chunk. There we go. See how your sinuses, and you see your whole chest opened up. Feel that?
Yes.
Now you got dizzy. There, I brought you it got you to a really super high vibe. That's nice. Perfect. There we go.
Yes.
You feel it? Oh, good. Got to keep, and guys, you got to keep the people right around you all healed up. You really do. So if you're healing you, if you're clearing you, clear everybody around you. And then you'll find that things work out a lot better. There you go. Perfect. Well, I love you. And you look great. Look at you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was going to wear the same thing. I really was. What do you think?
You wear the same shirt, Gary? Okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I can be pretty too. What's up? What's wrong with that? Anyway.
You are.
Oh, you are. Thank you. All right. So who are we talking to? So somebody pick somebody. You guys pick some people.
All right, Judy.
Can we go to Liz Evans, please?
Liz Evans. Please, Liz, unmute yourself.
There we go. I think I'm unmuted.
You are.
Hey, girl. What are you doing? I love you.
I love you too. I'm caught in a very bad episode of old people behaving badly.
Spank them.
The hell, man. I'm in DC. My mom called me hysterically crying because they put my stepfather back in the hospital and they were going to cut off both his legs.
Oh, God.
But then his kidneys failed.
Oh, Lord.
So they were worried he wouldn't make it through the surgery. So
And
I
he
got on
wouldn't.
a plane and I came to DC. And this is the amazing part, Gary. I start running energy through him because they did a Doppler and he had no circulation. And then I put your tapping in show on a loop. And he watched episode after episode after episode. And this is not a spiritual guide.
And he's saying, so he's not a spiritual guy. He's how old is he?
85.
And he's seeing my crazy self talking about
it
stuff.
was great.
And
It was great. But this is the thing. About halfway through the fourth or fifth one, he starts crying. And he got it.
Wow.
And he said, I've been doing it wrong all this time.
Wow.
And one of his legs was 3 times the size of the other one when I got there. And when I left, it was almost back to normal. And they did a Doppler on him the next day and he had circulation back.
Wow.
And he swears, he's like, I don't know what you did. I don't know what the fuzzy haired man did. But
The fuzzy haired man. Okay.
That's what he calls you.
They always have really funny names for me. That's all right.
So he told me tonight, please get back on with fuzzy haired man, okay? Because he's still not doing well.
Oh, let me try to clear him off here. This
But
I
your
say
show is healing people when you don't even know it's working. Like,
you know, I'm
it's-
hearing more and more. I thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. I do to infinity. But I'm hearing that. I'm really hearing that. I mean, a lot of people, and I've got these, you know, really. I can never remember if it's left brain, right brain, but whoever the people are that are the accountants of the world and the, you know, those people. And so who are just, you know, kind of scientists of the world, you know, the engineer people. And, but I'm hearing these people and more of them, and they go, I watched 12 episodes of your show and my life changed. You know, I got I imagine these imaginary gifts that you talk about, and my life changed. And so, but I hear this.
All the nurses at Georgetown Hospital are now watching you too, because they can't believe the transformation in his personality.
That's funny, right?
He's a marquis in France and he's an ass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he got so upset because when he got to the hospital, they wouldn't call him Lord. What country are you in, dude? Look around. You're not in France.
Your bedside manners are impeccable. How would you like to have her for a nurse, right? You straighten up or I'm going to choke the out of you. Yeah, no, it's all good. Well, you should leave there and come down to see us. That's what you should do.
I wish I could, but I'm in the middle of so many things right now. I've got to move my granddaughter and my 2 great-granddaughters in with me, and they get out of school exactly when the retreat is, or I'd be there.
Mm-hmm. All right.
It's just been one thing after another.
Well, come and see us anytime. Okay.
Well, I definitely will. I'll come this summer.
Okay.
I promise.
All right.
But do you think he'll make it home? They're saying he may not.
Well, here I figured out how to keep you healed and alive. Okay. Because and so let me tell you guys how to stay healed up and alive. This is kind of crazy. And I was talking to Enoch, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so because I can talk to anybody that's ever lived. I think I really can. And so because I got drunk one night and channeled Mozart. Right? And so this was very funny. And I can't tell the story on the air, but it was funny, right? And so, but it was something very reflective of Mozart's character. And so, anyway, I can't go there. But there's like, but I realized, you know, that I could think of anyone and talk to anyone on the other side, and so it was really pretty wild. And so, where was I talking about? I lost my train of thought.
How people can heal and stay here.
I wonder if I'm supposed to tell you.
Well, wait and get the answer.
Let me ask and say, God says, yes. And this is if you really believe and you really appreciate and you really, really want to live in this heaven called earth. Mm-hmm. And look how warm you're getting. I see you starting to sweat, right? And so here's the trick, because Enoch, who seems to be the only one in history that agrees with everything that I see spiritually, he was able to go to Zion. He's the only one that wrote anything about Zion heaven. You know, when I was all excited about, and I still am, about Zion Heaven, because I didn't die with COVID. I died 5 times, but I kept coming back, and I kept going to these heavens that were all made of crystal, right? And God's like, this is Zion, you know, and heaven, and he explained it, you know, and it's been explaining ever since. And I see all these miracle things happen that I'm sort of up in the middle of, and so, but Enoch wrote all this down before me, but he's the only one that really said anything about a lot of things. When we wrote the book, Dean and I sat down, we wrote the book, we did exactly what God told us to do, and we wrote the book, Secrets from God, Your Keys to Heaven, and we talked about these 10 dimensions. Enoch talked about the 10 heavens. So Enoch basically explained it the way God explained it to him. And so when I explain it to you guys, I'm just explaining it to you the way God explained it to me. How would I know? You know how many spiritual books I've read? Claim to fame. Not one. Right? I just ask God. And so, and I can hear God so clearly and see him so clearly that it seems to be the practical thing to do. Right. And so I just take what God tells me and I tell you. And well, Enoch would do the same thing. He was a scribe for God. And so, but one thing about Enoch, what's his claim to fame? What did Enoch do that was different? He lived to be 700 years old.
Wow.
And his son, Methuselah, lived to be 900 and what was it, 70 or something? I don't know. You guys look it up. But anyway, so Methuselah would live to be the oldest, but that's because Enoch told him what he knew, taught him what he knew. You see? Let me tell you a secret.
Sure.
Okay, now this is what I'm going to go through at the spiritual retreat. I'm going to explain to you guys how to achieve longevity. Like how do you, I think everybody's wanting to live longer. They're wanting to, live long. I mean, I know, like, for instance, I'm looking, I see Peter Lopez on the screen, and Peter, I don't want to tell your age because I'm going to blow your cover, but Peter looks like he's like 40 years old, right?
Yeah, he does. Always.
Yeah. And you look young, and I don't know your age, but I know you look really young.
I'm your age.
Oh, well, you're not young anyway. And I feel really great. I feel really, really good. And I'll tell you my age. I'm 65 years old. Now, I don't know what 65 looks like, but it don't look like me. Right. No, and I don't feel it. I don't know what all that is. I really don't. And so, that's even with a bad year last year. And so what I'm saying is, so you got people that are living to be older and they're still young. And I think they're thinking, well, what do I do about this? Am I supposed to die soon? Because you think, well, that's what you do when you're a 70-year-old person, you die. That's what they program in your head. And so, well, I figured out, because I talked to Enoch, how to not do that. As crazy as that sounds, right? Well, these days, the spiritual gifts are coming from Zion Heaven, and Enoch was in tune with Zion Heaven. He wrote about it. He talked about the crystal heavens, just like I talked about. And so what you have to do, you have to ask God, can you please get your higher selves that will give you longevity? And so now, Liz, I want you now to ask for that. Say, God, please give me my higher self that'll give me longevity.
God, please give me my higher self that'll give me longevity.
Okay, he put 16 higher selves in your body right then.
Yay.
Look, tell me how you feel right now.
So much better. So much better.
Can you feel yourself float? It's like a floating up feeling. I'm tapping into you.
It is. It's really light. And I no longer want to put a pillow over my stepfather's face. So I'm good.
That's good. So he may live long as well.
This has been such a bad week with him. You have no idea.
So I want you to ask God to allow his higher selves to go into his body.
Okay, God, please allow Philippe's higher selves to go into his body.
He got 4 major ones, and they went right into his body.
Yay.
There we go. And that's a great illustration. And so he just went right down. I just see all these higher selves going into his body. And I see his brain going gold. I see it turning totally gold.
Yay.
And now I see his heart turning totally gold. And now his whole body went gold. There we go. There we go.
You know, his problem is that he's a diabetic, and he's got diabetic ulcers, and he won't put the champagne down. He won't put the French bread down. He won't behave.
Well, you know,
I know.
he's having fun. So
Yeah, he is.
I see him lit up now. So let's see what that brings.
Okay. Well,
I
thank
feel-
you. And thank you for, a week ago when I looped all of those tapping ins for him, because I'm telling you, that got him through that night. They told me he was not going to make it through that night, and he did.
Oh, wow.
I mean, they've carved the crap out of his leg now, and he's got no feet left, but hey, he's here.
Well, there we go. I think they're going to figure out what to do with him. Yeah, he looks like that sort of now. I see him glowing. He's like all golden aura. There, I wish him the best. I wish him good. Okay.
Well, thank you, honey. Thank you so much.
There we go. But that's how we stay young. We bring our young higher selves back into our body. I saw a higher self jump into your body that looks like she was maybe 16 or 17 years old. Were you crazy at that age?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I see you. You were just like out of your mind, like woohoo. Yes. Yeah. But you look like a manic Janis Joplin. It's what I saw, and so but I saw her jump into you. So anyway, or maybe we actually accidentally channeled Janis Joplin. But anyway, whatever it is, I hope you feel good. And so
I do.
love you a lot. Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you guys for the laugh, Dean and Gary, at the beginning of the show. I so needed that. That was great.
What were we talking about? I don't even know. What were we talking about?
You were talking about Nils. I think you were talking about this guy that lived with you.
He would never leave. He would never leave. He never left. He was there forever.
I just love you guys so much. I don't know how I would get through life without all of you. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Liz.
Appreciate you.
And
Appreciate
tell
you.
Michelle I love her too. If you're listening, Michelle, I love you too.
She's listening. I know she's listening.
Brian, all of
She's
you.
drunk. She's
Peter.
drunk. Every time she don't do the show, I'm just going to tell you she's drunk. Anyway, so there we are.
Then she
So
needs
she's
to
helping her.
move on.
She's helping her sister. The problem is she has 732 sisters,
I
right?
know, and she's a
And
good
there's always somebody needs something. Anyway, whatever. But she's the best. She's the best family member in the world. She's great to have in your family. It's great to have as your friend. She's amazing.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank
I
you.
love
Thank
you
you.
guys.
Thank you. Big kiss. Big kiss. She's so cool. I get high talking to her. Good Lord. You feel that, Dean?
I do.
Yeah, that's good. Well, so anyway, so you can actually channel these higher selves, and there's a lot more to it. It'll take me about a day to explain it. And this is one of the things I'm going to explain at the spiritual retreat coming up. How do you pull the energy into your body that keeps you alive? What brings you your life force? And so, you can really do this. You can really do this and take it from a person who died 5 times. And so you can bring the life force back into your body, and you can stay alive, and you can stay healthy. You can stay happy. You can stay full of life. And that's what you want to do. That's just what you want to do. And so, who are we talking to? You guys pick somebody.
All right, Judy, go ahead and pick.
Calvin, please.
All right, Calvin, please unmute yourself.
Hi,
Hey,
Gary.
buddy. Hey.
Hi.
How are you, buddy? I seen
Well,
I seen a video the other day. We were doing the Club Sparkle Penthouse party, and you are quite the dancer. You are like jamming and dancing. You were like, Saturday Night Fever or something. I mean, you're just like
Terry brought it out of me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she's quite a dancer, so she brought that out of me. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, and so I heard about your sister, and I'm so sorry. And so
Yeah, I mean, what happened was she had breast cancer last year, and then she had radiation and some surgery, and then this year she had some chest pain like last month, and then she was brought into the hospital, and then when that happened, her sons and daughters, which is my niece and nephew, they I guess they talked her into doing the bypass surgery, and then she said she expressed concern, like she was afraid of the surgery. So when I heard about it, 'cause I didn't know anything about this, they brought her in, and then they got her on the surgery, and then everything kind of went downhill from there. And then a couple of days ago, I went to visit her. I took a plane out there to Northern California, to the hospital, and visited her. And then she was basically on her way out. And then so I was there with my nephew and niece. We were there until the end. So I was just wondering if how is she doing now? Does she know what happened?
Well, I don't know if you know you did this, but when she died, she had your hand. She was holding your hand, and you helped her get to the other side. I don't know if you know you did that. Do you know you did that?
I
Or you
didn't know
think
that.
Yeah, you really did. I mean, I know you meditate a lot. I know you've been around, you know, with a lot of meditation and a lot of spiritual, stuff with me for many years, but you actually helped her cross over to the other side. And so your energy, you're such a bright light, buddy, that your energy helped her get to the other side. And so, and she's in transition and she's healing is what I see. And she said, just tell them I love them. So she's wanting to tell you, her kids, just tell everybody how much she loves you guys. And so she's good. But your energy being there, it's sometimes it's really important to be present when people die. And you'll know when you should, and you'll just kind of know when it doesn't. You don't have to, but it's like your energy there actually made the difference, is what I'm telling you.
Yeah,
And
I
so,
felt like I needed to be there. And then
well, it
the
worked.
the day before I left, it was like the most beautiful sunset over my area, which I'd never seen. It kind of reminded me of her. Was that her
Yeah.
energy?
It was the angels. It was a band of
Angels.
angels coming for her, and so, but they were with you, and so because you're like with your meditation and everything you do to go as high as you go, you were connected very high up to God, and you had just these big bands of angels that helped her get to the other side. And so you were right where you should be, and that's what happened. And it's like, it kind of looks like that right there. The angels are just like, there's so many angels that are just here for us. And it looks like a really crowded sky around you and around your sister, but she's happy. She's in a transitional heaven. I see other family members with her. I see your mom. I see different people. I see everybody around and hugging her, and so she's good. And they all just are screaming, "Tell him I love him!" And so they're just telling me to tell you how much they love you, and
Okay.
they appreciate you. And
And I
so,
asked my nephew and niece had one question. I guess they wanted to know if she's mad at them for bringing her to the hospital because she had fears about the surgery.
I hear she had some issues where it was not going to work out good for her either way. Sometimes it's your time. Sometimes it's your time. Has nothing to do with them. So they shouldn't feel guilty. And she says, no, she's just saying how much she loves them. She's good. No, that's just in their head. Nobody's fault. That's what I see. It's all good. And so she's blowing you a big kiss. And so,
thank you.
and she's
Thank
holding
you.
your hand. So you can feel your hand get warm now. She grabbed your hand. See, you can feel it.
Yeah, I do feel it.
Yeah. She's right there with you, buddy. I love you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Call
I
me
love you too.
Call me if you need me. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, buddy. Thanks.
Bye, Gary.
Thank you.
Thank you, Calvin.
It's tough when your family members die. It really is. When you just don't want that to happen. It's never a good time for that to occur. But if you make sure they get to the other side, that's a beautiful thing. He wasn't even aware he did it, but he did. So how beautiful is that? That's beautiful. You guys pick somebody. Who are we talking to?
Let's go to Nadine, please.
Okay.
All right, Nadine, please unmute yourself.
Hi.
Hey, girl.
How are you, Mr. Gary?
I'm good. I saw your text. You're coming to the spiritual retreat.
Yes, we
Yeah.
are. We just booked
Yay.
today, so we're so excited.
Oh my God, I'm excited. You guys are fun. You guys are just fun to hang out and retreat with or party with. We have a retreat. You guys don't think going to a retreat is like, you sit there and you're bored. I mean, we have fun. It is fun. We have a very good time. We laugh, we carry on, we eat, we have a little drink, we do this, we do that. We hang out in nature, we meditate, and we learn how to do everything with new spiritual gifts. But I'm really appreciative that you guys are coming because you guys are fun. And so,
You're fun too. Everybody's fun. You're all fun, and it's such an honor to go. I mean, I have a lot of fun always. Like, it's always a blast with you guys.
It's a big
Oh.
group that has a lot of energy. I love it.
Isn't it? Yeah, everybody loves everybody. It's like is the epitome of oneness. Everybody is like, I want this to be my world. Well, it is. Come to the retreat. It is your world. It is your world. That's who we are here on Tapping In. I appreciate you guys. What's your question? So, what's happening with you?
Well, we've all been kind of hot messes. Right now, a couple weeks ago I sprained my wrist. I've been having intestine issues. Theodore's been having stomach issues. And my mom, everything too. Like, all of us, we've been like, I mean, it's definitely a good time to go to a retreat, but I mean, we definitely would like to be healed tonight as well, please.
Well, okay. Well, there we are. No, they told me to use a gift. The spiritual gift I'm using is the hand of God gift. And so and all you guys can get this gift. It's not like I'm so cool that I got this gift, but they're telling me to use this gift, and I'm pulling all the darkness out of your bodies. And so you got a bunch of darkness that was in your bodies. There we go. There we go. Feel how you got dizzy?
Yes.
Dizzy, right? And so there was so much darkness around you. There was a blob. And it was just a blob of dark stuff. And I pulled it all off of you. And so now then you notice, like, look, see how you feel like you can breathe again. See, different feeling, much lighter there. And so there we go. And so you want to ask God for, your spirits have been beat up pretty good. And so you want to ask God for brand new spirits. That's what I hear. So just say, both of you say, just, God, give me a brand new spirit, please.
Give me a brand new spirit.
There we go. And it rolls into your body. And so your spirit is like the part of you that holds your mind, your body, and your soul together. That's what your spirit is. And your spirit is your aura. And so your aura can get darkened down. And so now then your aura looks both of your auras look really bright, really light, really better. Sinuses opened up, feet are hot, feel all that going on. See?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. And so you guys will feel so much better. You'll feel normal now. So it's really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Could you also, Mr. Gary, could you check our third eyes? Because I feel a lot of tenseness also, like every day, no matter how much I clear it, it's.
Well, it's because you're an empath, you're empathing other people. So you're empathing your family members. I see your younger brother. Just take your sword. So ask God for this special sword. Say, God, give me this special heavenly hierarchy sword. Give me this special sword.
Special heavenly hierarchy sword, please.
Okay, now take it. Okay, now then clear your younger brother. There we go. Now clear your dad. Okay, there we go. Clear your older brother. There we go. Clear your mother. There we go. All right. And her face got warm. Yeah. Yeah. And clear your dog. Perfect. There we go. There we go. Now clear yourself. Now look how good you feel.
A lot better, yeah.
Yeah. You see? Oh, I see. Clear your crazy grandmother.
Okay. Yeah, she's coming
She's
soon.
coming soon. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Retreat. We're gonna stop and get her.
Yeah.
Are you going to bring her to the retreat?
No, she can't.
After the retreat, she's gonna go pick her up from Georgia down in the south, and I'm gonna go back home to Theodore. So like she's gonna bring her to the West Coast.
Oh, that's good. So you get your batteries charged and you get to go box it out with your mama. And
Yeah.
so yeah. Well, I just cleared your mother. I helped you clear your mother because she worries herself into a hole, right? And she's like, oh, you ever been around somebody and they go, how are you today? I feel so good. And they actually drop in octaves as they talk, and so she's got that thing going, Hi, Grandma. How you doing? Not so good. She drops. Her energy drops, and so I just cleared her off. So she's going to feel really good right now, and not know why. So grandma just got high.
For my sister.
Yeah.
Good for my sister.
Yeah, right. And now she'll just feel good. She won't know why she feels so good. She'll think the doc changed her meds or something. But anyway, so there we go. But there. She looks really, really, really good. And you guys look good. I can't wait to see you at the retreat. I love you. I'll see you soon.
Love you. Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Hey,
Bye.
big kisses. Big kisses. I love those guys. Those guys are fun. And so at the spiritual retreats,
They're great.
they are. We always just laugh and have fun and have fun and have fun. Terry, I can't go for a day without talking to you. What's up with you? Terry's
iPad. All right, Terry's iPad. Unmute yourself.
Hey, girl.
Guys, how are you?
I'm good. I can't wait to see you at the retreat. I can't wait. Yeah.
That pearly ball just calmed me like I'm putty in somebody's hand. I don't know who.
God's.
But I think I've been a bully. Have I been a bully to my employees? They both left, but I don't like them. They're just
I heard you can do better.
Thank you. Was I being a bully?
No, you were being real.
Okay, good.
Sometimes being real is being a bully. It feels like a bully.
Said, you're rude. I go, no, I'm truthful.
Right.
I'm not sugarcoating it. I'm sorry, I don't sugarcoat well. Okay.
Yeah. No, I don't think you were bully. I think you were just simply being truthful.
Okay, good. I don't like the idea.
And I hear you can do better. Ask God to bring you better.
Oh God, please bring me better. I'll pay better. Please, 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 please. Oh my goodness.
I've seen all this dark stuff. I got the chills. I've seen all this dark stuff crack off of you. And now then look how hot you got and you feel sane.
I do.
That was instant sane. Is that crazy?
Oh, so on the gift table on Wednesday, I saw an obelisk, a white obelisk so big I couldn't see the top of it.
Yeah. Yeah, because it went all the that's true. It went up to Zion heaven. It went all the way up. Yeah.
Oh, and then when I got those swords, it cleared my path and it allowed me to see angels on a path to Zion. It's like to get to Zion, I was having to kind of go like this, and those swords cleared it, and the angels were like, whoa! It was so cool.
Yeah, that was really major. That was so major. People don't realize how major that was. And so you guys, if you're not in the online club, get in it and go in. You can actually pull up the archive last week, energy clearing. And so because that was really freaky. It was really
twice already.
Yeah, it was really, really something.
I have a favor. The father of my children is in the hospital and not doing that well. He came here, said he got hit by a car. Turned out he had sepsis and a stroke and endometriosis, and it caused all that. And I try to light him up, and I keep seeing darkness. And I got a little bit further because all the gifts that you just gave Natalie, I gave him, and gave him a golden brain, a golden heart, a golden body. But I just want to make. He's a train wreck, man. Has been for a long time.
Do your best, and that's all you can do.
Yeah.
And you certainly do. You wish him well. Well, I wish him well.
I do.
But he's got a certain stubborn thing where he almost enjoys pain, and so I just wish him well. And I cleared a couple of psycho demons off of him, and so I think you'll feel better now from that. So
does he have an infection in his? They're thinking he has an infection in one of his heart valves.
2 of them.
Are they going to give him a valve replacement?
I see him giving him some aggressive antibiotics and things, and they may work, And I just burned off what I saw. So good luck with that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so ready to be there.
You're good. Well, we're ready for you to be here. We love you. We can't wait for you to come to the retreat.
All right.
We'll see you May 4th.
I love all you guys.
And we love you too, Terry.
Yeah,
Okay.
we look forward to seeing
Dean,
you.
I'm gonna see you on your birthday.
Yeah, it's
so
my
we're
birthday.
we're adding a party to the retreat because it's Dean's birthday
Yeah.
the day before the retreat starts on Thursday, but everybody gets here on Wednesday.
Everybody
So
bring gifts. Oh wait,
I
am I
got
unmuted?
mine.
No, I thought
you're
I
not
was
supposed
muted. I'm
to
sorry.
say, oh, you're not supposed to say that, but yeah, he likes
I'm
stuff.
like
So
playing.
Michelle. I
bring,
get great gifts.
yeah, so bring him stuff. So we're having a party.
Yay.
And it's Jared's birthday.
Yeah,
know.
it's Jared's birthday. Yeah.
Yep.
So Jared's having, yeah. So Dean and
Jared's
Jared.
2.5 hours away, Gary.
Oh, he is. He's on his way. He should be here then. He went to
He'll be
visit
here
his
tomorrow
family.
morning, he said.
Right. He went to visit his family. That's so cool. And I can't wait to see Peter. Peter's coming. And Peter Lopez.
There's so many cool people. It's going to be
Yeah.
great.
Peter, let me talk to Peter real quick. Let me talk to Peter.
Oh, wait. After Judy finishes screen sharing.
Oh, virtual spiritual retreat. And if you're not in on the live spiritual retreat, get in on it. And if you're not going to be able to, just join the virtual spiritual retreat. And all you got to do is GarySpivey.com. And you can join up, or you can also call Michelle and she'll push you into it, and so she's good like that. And that's 702-822-0548. That's it, right?
That's it. Good memory,
good.
Gary. Woo.
Good. And or either talk to Niels, 800-827-Gary. And if you hadn't booked a private reading with me with all this crazy stuff, especially with these blobs on everybody, guys, let me clear them off you so your life straightens up. And so call me for a private reading. I'm doing private readings all this week. 800-827-Gary, GarySpivey.com, and just call me up for a private reading, and I can clear it all off for you, and you'll be fine. And so there you are, 800-827-Gary, GarySpivey.com, and I can hook you up, because these blobby things that we peeled off as we walked through that with Lisa Diaz earlier, that's what's on. It's on everybody. It's just kind of crazy, all the different entities that are coming in from these big levels. And so you have to get big spiritual gifts and learn how to use them to get rid of that stuff. And then when you do, you're going to feel great. It's going to work like that. I appreciate you guys joining me here on Tapping In. I love you guys. Am I missing stuff, Dean?
Oh, you just said you wanted to talk to Peter real quick about something.
Oh, I want to talk to Peter. Where's he at?
We almost forgot. All right.
No,
Peter, I'm going to unmute you. Sorry, Gary. But you said you wanted to talk to him, so.
I do.
All right.
Hello.
Hey, Peter.
I just want to say hi. I love you. That's
Hi.
Yeah. And so
I just did have a quick question if you had a second, and definitely look forward to being there.
I felt it burning in my head. What was it?
Yeah.
Tell me what's happening.
So I've been telling you about how bad work was. Right now I'm in a coaching program for 2 months, but I'm the one that's getting in trouble for having 3 bullies, 2 guys that falsify documentation, and 1 guy that doesn't take responsibility for his own work, and I'm the one that's in trouble. So
oh God,
I know I'm trying to be patient, because God's working His magic to make other things happen for me. But I just wanted to see if there's anything I need to be cleared. Am I okay for the next month and a half?
Well, here's what I see. I see your vibration real high, because you've managed to stay into that, and so I see your vibe real high. Stay where you are. Keep doing what you're doing, and with them, I see them being found out, because they don't really have you to chew on right now, to pick on. And so I see them eating each other.
Well, I'm being put back in that position where I'm going to be leading them again. And so they're going to try to make excuses to.
They're going to, there's other things that are going to happen where it's almost like they tell on their own self.
Gotcha.
And then they go, I said, what?
Okay.
It's like that thing. So I just see there's a lot of things happening that's really kind of karmic these days for people that are down below that, down below this, what I always call the line of demarcation. And so I see that happening. Be a little patient and watch it happen.
Yeah. So, and I just clear anything that I need to clear. And I thank you for your time right now. And
I
look forward to seeing you soon.
Yes, real soon. And so there we are. I just
not soon enough, but we'll get there.
Perfect, buddy. Perfect.
All right, buddy. Lots of love to you and the team.
Hey, lots of love to you. And I just cleared all this junk off. There we go. Now you got really bright, and I just see lots and lots of light coming to you, and a bunch of other gifts that are really cool. I see your sinuses open. I feel you're getting warm all the way to your toes. There we go. Perfect.
And I'm sharing with whoever needs gifts like the ones I got right now. I'm sharing with everybody else too. Lots of
That's
love to
what
everybody.
that's what oneness is, and you're always one.
Mhm.
I appreciate you, buddy. I just wanted to tell you
All
that.
right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And so there we go. And so there, spiritual retreat, May 4th through the 7th, right here in beautiful North Carolina, at my house and retreat center, 800-827-GARY, GarySpivey.com, or support at GarySpivey.com. And just call Michelle and she'll hook you up. 702-822-0548. And we are going to have a great time. This is going to be so much fun, and I feel so enlightened to be able to share all the different spiritual gifts that I get with you guys, and I feel so good and so enlightened from also understanding all the gifts that you guys have. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining me here on Tapping In. I love you very much. And I will see you Wednesday right here on Tapping In's Energy Clearing. And so just join us right here. And also the Spiritual Master class is the 30th. And so that's on Sunday. And that's from 2 o'clock to 5. And so I appreciate you guys. I'll see you real soon. Thank you for joining me.